door's open. Yeah. Gate's open. Finally check out the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. Let's go. Oh man. This is the second floor of the dorms? It looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it's more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up here or something. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. We got a bedroom here we can go in, I guess. Ooh, looks pretty crappy. Bed is completely torn apart. It means it's not even a bed anymore, it's just garbage. I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Oh, there's something over here too. Oh, it's the door out. That's it? That's all I found in here? Nothing else? Wow, okay. Literally nothing. Okay, we have some bathrooms. Okay, whatever. I think we can go into the bathroom. Nothing to see here apparently. These bathrooms look way nicer. I will say that. Ooh, this looks ominous. It's got a giraffe with, oh, I thought this is a giraffe in a locker. That's a nice little drawing. This looks less appealing. This room is filled with lockers. It must be from the Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. The evil class? Alright, I guess we click everything. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. I don't really want to know what's inside, but there's no way. Can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even gonna try to bother to try. Well, this one looks intact. Or if I can open this locker, rattle. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. Must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean, well, let's just give it a try. I took my handbook and ran it across the card reader, and then, no luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do that. Okay. Alright, I need an e-handbook then. That's what we need. I guess maybe we'll find a locker that's ours. That would be weird, wouldn't it? I mean, it's possible one of these, because those pictures we saw, if it's the last one we saw. Okay, none of them work. Or I just missed one and I'm gonna be upset. Doesn't look like they work though. Alright, let's leave. I think we need to find something else to deal with that. And there's something at the end of this hallway, too. Ooh, this place looks nice. This room doesn't feel like a student's room. It's more like a more adult atmosphere. It's a headmaster's private room. I didn't know you were following me! Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret, so I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? Explain. Please explain. She almost looks meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. Okay. Alright, I won't bother her. Let's check out this computer. There's a PC on the desk. That must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some more information.
However...
There's not much, though. Nothing we don't already know.
In other words...
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some group. The group is responsible for the tragedy, which happened 1 year ago, where they're the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair.
However...
And that's all there is to it. Not much to it, is there? But I guess that's the best we can... But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever information we get our hands on. I see. It's a good outlook to have. Okay. Alright. A leather chair. I can't imagine a student using something like this. It must have been the headmaster's. We kind of already figured that out. Dingus. The desk is home to a computer. It must have belonged to the headmaster. Okay, that just got us a thing. Oh, there's a secret door. I see a secret door. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is this some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something?
So...
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it. Did you figure that out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
Very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password, the door should open right up. But I don't have a clue what the password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right. There's not nearly enough to go on. I looked through all this paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I can think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. When I think of how much time I wasted on this, jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried that. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, just for sure?
Well?
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying her name, but if that's not it, that might just hurt her even more.
Hey.
You're worried about me, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay, in that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself and turned to face the computer. Let me see. Type the password here. I typed her full name. My hands were tense, slightly trembling as I finished typing it in. Beep. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked.
Why?
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared in the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko! Kyoko! Oh! There's a... Oh my gosh! Hey, Kyoko. I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered it with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. I'd better check out that suspicious present before I do anything else. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, I can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why, you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous, but surprising probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Is somebody's head? Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath and took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Oh my gosh. Listen to how many words they say. I opened the box. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitating glance inside and... Oh no, I screamed. Her advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. Oh, it was a head. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? Explain. Just as you thought. How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in here. Human bones.
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. My father. Huh? What about it?
Correct.
What you found in the box? Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we already have, that's the only possible answer. It's, Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school. The only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to
In
assume
other words...
that most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption, anyway. I feel like these are giant stretches. Like, they're massive, massive stretches. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility, but I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong, which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father, so she could cut off all ties, but was that all there was to it? I gave up some of Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Hidden room present has been added. Alright, now we got a present. Can we talk to her again? I feel like I shouldn't make pointless small talk right now. Maybe I should just look around for a bit. Alright. There's a picture. Huh? This picture? It's all faded. Must be pretty old. Wait, this is a picture of... Hey, Kyoko. Oh, her.
Why would
Well,
you?
this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet... I now find something like this. So, what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all of this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. It's the whole reason I came here. Now he's abandoned me again. This time, he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Okay. Who knows how he died? Alright, well, we're discovering mysteries. Mysteries are being solved. We're solving some mysteries. Let's check the dresser. This filing cabinet. This isn't a filing cabinet. This is a freaking dresser. Seems like the kind of place you'd find a clue. We should look together. We should look closer. But I don't think Kyoko would like some stranger like me touching her dad's stuff.
Hey.
It's fine. Check whatever you want. Are you sure? Okay, then. I went through each drawer one by one, starting from the top. But all I found were piles and piles of unrelated documents. He was pretty dedicated to his job, huh?
Well?
It's just because he didn't have anything else. He could have inherited our family business, our legacy. Instead, he left it all behind.
Now,
If he couldn't even handle a job like this, he couldn't have been that much... He would have been that much more of a failure. I'm sure he wouldn't stand the thought of that, and it made him desperate. Alright. Let's look at this desk. The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check, but I really don't want to touch. She already said okay.
Because...
Never let anything get in the way of your investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh? It's an e-handbook, right? And this one has a label on it that says, in case of emergency. I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words...
A handbook with no limitations given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what it is. I think you're probably right. It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Huh? But Kyoko... I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Headmaster's handbook has been added. Hey. Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? A favor? What is it?
So...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, and I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but could you leave? Huh?
Correct.
Just for a little bit. I'd just like to be alone for a minute. Kyoko? Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just a second.
I need to get my emotions in order. We're getting close to the end. You know, Kyoko? The end is in sight. You told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. Just go. She said go away, Makoto. Maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory, and this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. The picture doesn't change the facts of what happened. What I went through. The problem can't be solved so easily. You're right, I'm sorry. Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. And I'll see you later. Later, nerd. Later, nerd. Is she really really okay? She must have a complete... It must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. Oh yeah, we're They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. But we were wrong about it. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind, which means the mastermind's true identity is... My god, they're... Everyone else is dead. But we're gonna see all the deaths. Nice. No, one more. Undeniably dead? I'm not so sure about that one. Me. Only those 6 people are still alive. There's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There has to be. Alright, we're gonna go back to the locker room and use our thing to look at all the lockers, because now we have a thing to look at the lockers. Hey, look, it's an eye. Look, it's an eye. Look at that eye. It's watching us. Anyway. We should be able to get into all these lockers now. Wow, we're so dumb. Oh my gosh, we're so dumb. Yeah, well, yes, that's what I was thinking of. The eye from Hypnospace. Alright. What do we got inside? Oh, the locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to is probably has organization. It's Hero's locker, I think. Maybe? Crystal ball. Huh, crystal ball. No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. I mean, that's what we're gonna find. I'm certain that's what we're gonna find. There's all kinds of textbooks stacked, but no dust everywhere. Let's assume whoever stuff that says didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can talk. Trying to act casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks and saw. But at the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. Yep, there it is, Hero. What? There's no denying what it said. Inside the notebook was written, Yahiro. Sorry, Hero? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here. No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hero came to this school at the same time as the rest of us. We were all sucked into this evil world. We never had a chance to take any classes. So, what is this notebook? Locker notebook. Alright, what, anything else? I think that's it. Oh wait, there's the third thing. This one? Deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? Oh, we did things out of order, apparently. Alright, well, let's look in this locker. Whose locker do you think this is? Oh, it's nobody's. This thing was practically empty, except for there's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure who it is, but there's some writing inside. Could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I better take a look. It looks like a girl's handwriting, and all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been very meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook. My hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some details regarding the plan, and here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world, serve as a foundation for a new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me? As usual, he had a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. Alright, well, this can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko, and it couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. Okay, we're replaying a thing that we just read. So what does all this mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. Must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about the whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my head just started spinning much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How can this possibly make any sense? Locker pocketbook added to our notes. Alright, I guess that's all you'll find there. Why are there lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro. A pocketbook that belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation, but if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. I have to believe in everyone. Alright. What's the locker with the pocketbook in it? Nope. Okay. Keep looking at the lockers. Nothing interesting in that one. What about this one? Nothing interesting in that one. Okay, I guess that's it. I guess that's it. These look openable, but I guess the doors are off of them or something. So I open that one. What about this one? This one's not. I open that one, and then I open one over here, and that's it. All the other ones didn't have anything in them. Alright, well. Usually when I'm done with a room, it gives me a hint that I'm done with the room. This time it didn't give me a hint that I was done with the room, so I'm kind of worried I'm not done with the room. You know? I think I've clicked everything, though. I think now I've clicked everything. Well, I haven't click this plate? Okay, well, I guess I didn't click that one, but I think that's it. I think I've clicked everything now. Will it let me leave? Oh, I don't want to go this way. Will it let me leave? There wasn't anything in here. So I guess I leave. Alright. So I think I've done the second floor doors. I'm gonna cross it off. Now we need to go to the headmaster's room, the headmaster's office, the chem lab, and the data center. We have to go to the headmaster's office, the chem lab, and the data center. I believe they're all up on the 4th floor. I think it was around 20. So this might be our long... I think when we hit 30-hour territory, it will be the longest game we've played. For sure. Whoops. So let's go. Did you know you can hit 2 and get a transcript? I didn't know that. Oh, we can fast travel. Let's do some fast travel. It also tells you where you should go. Like, if you look, it tells you where you should go. Are you here to look around? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about the Monokuma door. So I figured if all the doors in the school had been unlocked, that one should be open too, right? Although I couldn't bring myself to open it. Because it might explode, right? And that really sucks, so you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. She did make it sound that way. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Oh, wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was, whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. There's some kind of hatch on the floor, but right now I'm more concerned about the weird device. What is this device? Looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top, though. Like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Hafumi probably freak out if they saw it. Cockpit? So the Monokuma room was a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then could that mean... Okay. Alright, let's start poking at it, or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just... Or whatever, like something like this. But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel. Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The button that says Data Center. Data Center. I took a good look at the control panel and saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. Just like that, Hina said there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center is right next door. The room we were just in. That's where the strange noise came from. Probably better go check it out. Yeah, please. I'm scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? Hey! Give me your donuts! Is that you, Hina? Oh man, I'm busted. How did you know? Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling.
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from here.
Found it.
Ah, I guess I found it. A self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Oh man. Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. Hey, Monokuma, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma? Huh? What do you mean? What were you controlling just now? What you were controlling just now? It was Monokuma. Monokuma? What, for real? Yep, it looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma, which means the Mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The Mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control panel is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words...
Hey.
Kyoko's theory was right. But if the Mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true... But there could be multiple control panels. Then the Mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student? No, it can't be. There's no way, right? What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making. Oh no, it's nothing. Okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh well, it's just... This is where the Mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set traps or something? Can't say it isn't possible, but I really hope it's not true. So like, you want to leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste our time standing around here. Okay. You want to get going? Yeah. Well, there's this hatch. What's wrong? Let's hurry up and get out of here. What? But there's the hatch! But there's the hatch! I gotta check the hatch! Hina? The person who was in this room could be hiding in there right now! They could be hiding in there right now, Hina. Like, seriously. Alright, she wants to get out. Click. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? The door. It just locked on its own. What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked, but why? Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted! Monokuma?
Just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit, because if the room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving. Then that room,
Yep.
as you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So right now you're being operated by someone in that room?
Yes, indeed.
Correctamundo.
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? No, because it wouldn't let me be. Did you happen to check? I tried, but it wouldn't let me. Oh, man. This is... No way. The hatch on the floor that I tried to check multiple times? That was your one big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. You'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace. He's gone, but... Was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
Then, when I said we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So, it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let this get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. So there's one thing I'm good at. It's keeping my body moving. Okay. I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone that what we found here. Nice. We've got me all motivated again. Okay, I'm out. See you later. Hina took off at a full sprint. And I have to do what I can, too. It's the only way forward. They're gonna throw some... I feel like the people who wrote this game are would-be lawyers. Okay, where am I? Now I want to go to the chem lab. Oh no, this is the headmaster's office. Let's go in here. Well, where is everybody? So, if you remember, when we looked at this map, it said he was there. Like, it's telling us where people are, and if we look, there's two people who are clearly missing. Wait. Wait, there's a locked room there? What the heck? I didn't go into that. Oh, was that was the locker room, wasn't it? There's one person missing, I think, and it's Toko. No, actually, Hiro's missing as well. There's two people missing. Oh, never mind. Hiro... Okay, there's one person missing right now. Hiro. That's suspicious. Yep, Hiro's the only one that is missing. He's not in the garden. I kind of expected him to be in the garden. Okay, well, there's only one person who should be on this map who isn't on this map. I mean, that almost... Doesn't that confirm it? I mean, doesn't that confirm that Hiro is the mastermind? Unless the person we saw the other day isn't dead. This is the headmaster's room. Heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Ah, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Yakuya. Yeah, you were here. I knew you were here. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class 78 student registry. It contains profiles for all of us. And Mikuro.
So, in other words,
Apparently, Class 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Makuro's profile on Kyoko's room?
I see.
That's right, it also mentions Class 78. That must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers, there can be no doubt. Makuro was a student here at Hope's Peak Academy, just like the rest of us. The 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry, huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Makuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
So, in other words...
When it comes to this profile, there was more information about Makuro that we still didn't have. What kind of information? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening as I skimmed through the report. Makuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background of an entity floats, close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Makuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all of this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair, and I need to pay attention to Makuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her, so she's one of my students after all. I think that the dead body was not her. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Makuro was a part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about that, but wouldn't that mean Makuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Makuro? Plus, even the headmasters seemed to be afraid of what she was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than she was. What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within that file you should know. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? The picture of a girl, perhaps, you've never seen before? A girl who seems to be included as part of our class number 78? That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about the girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 95 pounds, and it even lists her vitals. Those are vitals, 31, 22, 32. Those are considered vitals. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. I'm trying to tell you, what I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean, wait, is he trying to say there's a chance that, that's what I just said. Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm,
It's
right?
all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say, that you could, what you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being his errand boy. Profile added to truth bullet section. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay advice? Advice for me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. Well, what are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. Hunch? Well, my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind, thanks. Alright, let's look at stuff. There are trophies and even a shield on display in this case. I was kind of more interested in the, look at this shelf. The bookshelf seems very well made and is filled with files and thick books. The student registry. Apparently that's us. It has profiles over me and everyone I met at the beginning. Mikuro was apparently a new student here. Part of the ultimate despair, which means her and the mastermind shouldn't have been allies. But then why did they kill her? Weren't they friends? Alright, and then all these papers on the floor. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. Even in the headmaster's room, there's a surveillance camera. Even in the headmaster's room, there's a monitor. Alright, I think that's it. Alright, now we go to the chem lab, which is right here. Another place we haven't been before. Wait, have we been here before? Oh, we have been here before, never mind. It's the bio lab that I haven't been to before. The bio lab on the 5th floor. That's what was locked. It says raw on the door. This place looks a little creepy. Well, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. I've seen something like this before. Oh, that's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. Looks like an instruction manual. We offer eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver, and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. Is this the instruction manual for the fridge? Oh, interesting. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. Suspicious. And a camera. I'm surprised the surveillance camera can work with how cold it is in here. There's an icicle hanging from the monitor. Oh, there, and I can click and look at this too. There's some kind of weird machine built in the wall, and on the left side there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But only some of the lights are on, the ones on the left. The right-hand lights are off. Well, looking around, I think I get it. Seems clear to me now. This is a makeshift morgue. Yep. And about those lights by each slot, it looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on, which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue, another one of the victims is. I mean, that's a logical assumption. I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. Alright. Now let's go to the garden. Just look at the map and it'll show us like important places to go. So this is an important place to go. And we got the garden here and we have the dojo. I don't know why we're going to the dojo, but whatever. I understand the garden. Is the dead body still here? Huh. It's gone. Kuro's body. It's not here. True enough. Maybe the body is inside the tool shed. I better check just to be sure. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. But it's not in here either. Then it must be... Could it be in the biolab? The corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That tarp. The tarp played a key role in another case, so I better look into it. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind. I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp in one corner of the tarp. It says Biolab? And this originally came from the Biolab. Okay. I got a clue. That's all I really need. That's all I really needed to check here. Alright. Hey, Dunk Donuts, how's it going? Go to the dojo. I don't know why we're going to the dojo either. Oh, Toko. So this is where you were.
What do you want?
I am so disgusting. You want me out of your sight? No, it's not that at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, I would have to have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back! Give me back my precious time! Yeah, I say that sometimes. Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless. Good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. Okay, well, we found a clue in here, but it was just the mastermind's attempt to frame Kyoko. Okay, I guess there's nothing in here. I basically said there are no clues. Why did I even come here then? Oh, there we go. We got it. We found everything.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
What? Now he wants to give us a hint? Suspicious, there's no doubt about it. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, he said to go to the Gaim, right? Well, I guess I went to the Gaim automatically. Hey, there's Hero. There's Hero. Oh, hey, Hero. Oh, Makoto. You act so surprised. No reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What did he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hero, wait. There was no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hero? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? Alright. We got some lore dump. Hey, it's just me.
I am Monokuma!
Welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you. The envelope? This must be the envelope. And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside. What? Don't worry, just get on with it. Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. Where am I? Where am I? I don't even see me in this picture. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Which means I'm the 16th student. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but who's that behind Sayaka? She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right. When Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room, we looked at that file. It's her. Then this girl is... What? Why? Why is Mikuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. Where am I in this picture? I don't see myself. Like, I'm not there. Oh, yeah. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I didn't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me not to be in this picture, but it's definitely unnatural. Is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till they got here. But if this picture is real, then could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is... How long are you going to keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're kind of getting in the way standing there, you know. So, I mean, get out. but I told you I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. Okay. I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. Group photo. Alright. So in the end, all I found in the Gaim was even more confusion. With that confusion in hand, I left the Gaim dejected. Who am I going to find out here? Kyoko? How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he just put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should ask everyone directly. That should clear this up. No, I have to clear this up. Okay. So now I have to find everybody and ask them about this photo. Alright. That's doable. Is everybody where they were before? What's this? This is not where I wanted to be. Oh, Byakuya. Listen, do you think we can talk?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Hey, wait! But of course he didn't. He just walked away. What the? Why is he acting like that? He's purposely trying to avoid me. Alright. This seems kind of silly. Don't really want to go in here, but here we go. Is Toko gonna feel the same way? At least she was her passed out again. Huh? Toko? It's open, but no. Oh, but Toko. Oh, apparently I'm supposed to check on Toko first. Are you okay? No, no, she's not dead, is she? Guess not. Ah! It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold. I think I might catch a cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will. What? I was asleep? Oh, I must have fainted. I bet you were standing there staring at me getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't. Oh, then what? Hot and bothered? Straight up horny? Okay, so why did you pass out? I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up just now, and what did you... Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch. Bingo bazinga! We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. And don't say it like it's such a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned, because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory. Oh no, it's more like half. Okay. We got a clue. But all I want to know right now is where's my little darling? Tell me now or I'll slit your throat. I don't know. I'm sure he's around somewhere doing his own investigating by himself. I assume so. I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely you must be right now. Thank God. Totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did she faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. Yeah, obviously. This body. The fridge, it's open. But I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily. Kyoko!
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry, I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize. Listen, about this room. Oh yeah, it's a morgue. Yeah,
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Kyoko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and well, there you have it. You knew she'd fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem...
I imagine she came here to investigate, and then she opened the slot there. That's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why's everything gotta be so difficult with her? Anyway, we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched, but suddenly she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because, yeah, Makuro's body is here. Yeah, we wanted to investigate that. Makuro's corpse? Makuro's body is inside the fridge? Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it here while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right. Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation. I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then...
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there. That's it? Okay, I'm waiting. I can't look inside. Alright, are you done now? I should ask her. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about the announcement Monokuma made earlier. You mean the one about the hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why?
Because...
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could get back and do the same thing, but... Go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? The mastermind forged the picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. I would say there is. Okay. What do we do? Leave? She said she'd tell us when she was done.
Because...
So what do I do? Leave? Okay, I'll just look at stuff. It's the same one I found in the garden tool shed, and if I remember that tarp, it had a stamp on it that said Biolab. And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the gym. Or the garden, rather. At some point, someone got to the Biolab and took it over there. Okay. Tarp has been updated. I've already looked through this instruction. More importantly... On the left side, yeah, okay.
It would seem...
Blue light comes on when a slot is occupied, yeah. So when someo's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around, the number of lights that are on, including her, is 9 in all. 9. 9 lights. 16. Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast. Anyone can do good work with the UFO. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So, what did you find?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood. It seems highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. That means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only other option is these other wounds, but the file says they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they were old, huh?
Because...
all the Monokuma file says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess, I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense considering the impression they gave.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old.
However...
But that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they were not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we got all the Monokuma file right after she was killed. But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least 5 days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
So then...
But if Mikuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days, what?
At the very least...
Certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many.
Right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Indeed, the ideal detective brain begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words...
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work, but beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep in mind for the future. Okay.
Hey.
So, if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body, come to think of it, there is one thing. Earlier, when I was looking at Mikuru's profile, it listed her weight and height.
So...
Yep, that's right. You remembered all that? They were indeed consistent with the corpse. So then...
Indeed.
don't forget about the Finner tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake. Our victim in this case is without a doubt Mikuro. Okay. She's convinced it's Mikuro.
And?
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
So then
it looks like we have no further business with Mikuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh wait, are we not going to put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad leaving it out like this? Sad. Did you forget? She was our enemy once. A part of the ultimate despair, but she still got killed. She's still a victim. Hey. Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but you really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
So then...
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Ah, hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to you about. I need to ask you about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now... Hey, Kyoko, I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask. Go ahead then, out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here? What?
So...
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
Indeed.
I do, yes. But to get into any one of the lockers, you need a handbook or whatever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room?
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because...
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belonging to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you said just makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside it. It was about the headmaster, about your father. What?
if that's true...
That video is real too? Video?
Makoto.
I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you've just said with my own 2 eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can... That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem it's my locker. Your locker.
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. A DVD? And it says Class 78 Urgent Interviews.
So...
I found it in the hidden room after you left.
Anyway...
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us has ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now, but I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD. Alright.
Makoto.
Oh, and now it's your turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Ramble?
In other words...
So it turns out, the arrangements I've made didn't stick. What do you mean? I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life, and all because of the mastermind.
However...
And there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind, and this is one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
Why?
So why does it bother me so much to know he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow. So, that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey.
But keep this in mind. There's only ever one absolute truth. Whether that truth just serves justice or suffering, whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even though the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then...
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you in the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, she was gone. I better get going myself. I got that DVD. I should head to the AV room and check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth. No matter what happens, I won't lose hope, even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose. What would be the worst truth in the world? That we're in a computer simulation and we're actually already dead? I mean, that would not be a great truth, right? Whoops. We're already dead. We're already dead, and this is all just a computer simulation. Haven't been here in a while. This should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, I better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said it was playing, but nothing appeared on the screen. I stared at the black of the monitor. Must have been only a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka? It took me by surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was of the man positioned on one side of the screen. The voice of a middle-aged
I
man.
do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single
So
millimeter.
this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? She's obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school? I accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There's a lot I hadn't understood up till now, but only this. I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard, because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad, she tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Hey, that's me! What I saw was me. Impossible, undeniably
So,
me.
Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation, but the I in here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
This can't be real. I said
I'm
yes.
sorry I'm putting you through all this,
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
but I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Once again, the video cut out. From here, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Toko, Hina, everyone. They all said they agreed to live in the school forever. And then Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She sat down in the headmaster of Hope's Peace Academy, her father, and when he asked her this question, she answered the same as everyone. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off, which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie. Looks like it broke. Out of service. What? It just so happened to break just now?
Too bad.
Now then, win doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right? Failure my ass. You cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. He'd ask them the question, and they'd say yes. I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge, exasperated sigh. But as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and then I woke up. I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a
It would
disconnect.
seem... Hey,
A convenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously work in favor of the mastermind. Does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? We've all forgotten? Or interview DVD? Alright, I think we found everything. All the clues.
Anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning. Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again, because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started. The beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you-know-where.
The red door. Man, I hate this bear. It's gonna start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end.